Hey everybody, Scorpion here. So we're going to do a Honeywell home thermostat today. I've never taken one of these apart, so let's see what we can find in it. This is the Chronotherm 3. As you can see, front panel flips down for all the awesome directions. And I also have the wall mount with it. So let's tear into it and see what we can find.
Rock bottle on the track, boy.
Alright, so I'm going to remove my jacket here so we can get down to business and see what we can find. There it goes. So we'll start with the wall mount here. We've got some gold pins, pretty good sized gold pins I might add. Looks like there's a circuit board behind this plastic piece. There's a transformer here. These screws and stuff are probably going to be brass. So you can see the circuit board. So let's see if we can figure out how to take it apart. Without completely destroying it. Doesn't look like it. So this board has got a couple, looks like brass pop rivets in it, holding it in place. So I reckon we're just going to see if we can't get it out in pieces. It's going to be a low quality board anyway. Need something a little bit bigger. Three of them. Small motors, transformers. Alright, so plastic. So here's our board again. Again, these look like they're coated in gold, but they're tarnished, which is kind of interesting. But the magnet definitely does not stick to them. It does stick to that. So I'm gonna cut these off. and see if I can't further investigate exactly what that is. Take this little bit of wire off of here. I don't see anything else on here that's really of much value at all. There's one of the brass pieces. These are actually quite heavy. Those brass pieces want to fall out easy. I'll be glad to take those. Alright. So, the screws are not brass. So the pins are either brass or gold. I'm not sure what they're coated in. That's kind of interesting. But I wouldn't think gold would tarnish like that. Silver, yes. Gold, no. So I'll have to see what's up with those. That goes with your 55% wire. That goes with the brass. Alright. So those are not brass. And this is something I just recently started doing, checking the screws to see if they're brass. There's no telling how much I've actually missed out on, not even thinking about the fact that there's quite a few brass screws out there in the world, especially when you're dealing with electrical stuff or electronics. So, hopefully Alright, so looking at the inside here, you get a couple connectors. It looks like it would hold batteries. You got a couple wires. We have a few IC chips. I don't see much else. And these pins that these pins connected to are the same color. They really look like they're gold. So Let's see if we can't dig into this side a little bit. Alright, so if you look at the back side of this, you should be able to see the silver lines in it and the silver dots for each button. Matches on the other side. It makes the connection, tells it what to do. So this is a Mylar, so you want to keep this. Normally what I do with my Mylars is I just take this part here, just cut that off, toss it in with my wires, and set my Mylar aside for later to finish processing and getting ready to be processed. I guess is the easiest way to say that. This has a little plate on the front of it, non-magnetic. So that's going to be sheet aluminum. And then we're going to try to get the board out. There it goes. So, get your display there. Nobody's really told me much of anything to have to do with that. You've got this. It looks to be copper, but it's probably red brass, to be honest with you. These are plastic. So that's done. Alright, so there's two sides to this board. It does have one flat pack on it. 3 ICs. And a couple wires that can be cut off. And then it's probably going to go into low quality. So I don't really, it doesn't really have a lot. And see, here's some more of those pins. So I'm definitely going to hold on to those, so I can take those out. I think they're brass underneath, coated in gold. Looks kind of white. What do I do with my magnet? They're slightly magnetized, so apparently it's probably either stainless steel or steel that's coated. Just a little bit more copper I can toss in with my other copper. As you can see, that's not magnetized. So we'll clip these wires off of here. Put that with the wires. These pins don't really look like they're attached that well. Might be able to just pull them right off. Yep. So I'm pretty sure these are definitely going to be brass, as I stab myself in the hand with that one. I think these used to be coated, and the coating has come off. But these are still quite gold looking. So my IC chips, I normally grab them like this. Squeeze, not real hard, but enough to hold it. Wiggle it back and forth. You'll start to hear the legs break and it'll come right off. They do make a puller for those things, but I haven't gotten quite that sophisticated yet. And there's different ways to do it. You can grab it, if you have enough room, grab it side to side this way with pliers, twist it. You can take it and run your screwdriver down one side of it a couple times and break those legs off. And once you get all those broke off, you can raise it up and bend it back and forth to finish it. You can normally sell these by weight. Gold price is down right now, so you just compiling them, basically stacking them till prices come back up. That's what I'm doing with most of my metals. I don't see anything else. This actually looks like it's got gold on it, but there's no easy way to get that off. So we're going to go to, actually I'm going to test this. I'm pretty sure that's brass, those two pins. So we'll go ahead and grab those, pull those off of there. And it's okay if you break the board. It's low quality, it doesn't make any difference. Low quality, low grade, whatever. And yeah, it looks brass underneath. And I mean, this is some micro scrapping. This is not everybody's thing. But I personally don't want to toss a board in as low quality with a couple chips on it that I can take off and get money for, or brass or any of that other stuff. So now, I mean, you've got LEDs, there is silver in them, this little silver bond wire, I believe. Up to you. Don't see where that's really worth my time. There's probably a couple little silver contacts inside that little box. Again, it's so small, they'll be so small, not worth my time. So I don't really see anything else on here that I would want to pull off. So I just take it and toss it in the low quality boards, if you have a place that you can sell them to. If you don't, throw them into shred. It's not but a couple cent a pound difference anyway. Sometimes you just gotta take what you can get. So I mean, it's not too bad, I don't think. One of those old things. I'm gonna pull these pins. I am pretty certain that is gold. That's the color of gold. So I will process everything that is the color of gold to try to get the gold off. Or I may test it one day to make sure it is gold before trying to get the gold off of it. It's pretty thin plating, but they do have some pretty good size to them, and it's not just the just the ends, it's actually the whole thing is coated. But yeah, gold doesn't normally tarnish like that, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be brass. So we will throw that in with the brass. I'm pretty sure I checked that. Yep. We're going to throw this in with the brass. Being they were so heavy, it has to be brass. I'll toss that in with the brass. I don't know if y'all can see the scratches on there. And stuff like this I normally throw in with the copper. I don't know if it's copper or brass. It looks more copper than anything. So we got a little brass, a little bit of copper, a little bit of gold out of it. And 2 low quality boards after we took off what we wanted. So that's something a little different. I wanted to make sure I made a video on that, and I didn't miss making a video on that, because I don't think I've taken one of those apart before. So thank y'all for watching. Let me know what you think, and if there's something you'd like to see, let me know. I do know somebody wanted to see the complete strip down of a heat pump, and hopefully I'll get that done in the next few days while I'm off, if the weather cooperates with me. So anyway, y'all have a good one, and we'll catch you next time. GoPro, stop recording.